back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Faye. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video and checking it out. I really hope that you enjoy. If you do, please be sure to click on the subscribe button down below and go ahead and join the Faye fam. And also make sure that you turn on your notifications so that you don't miss out on any of my future videos. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to recreate this look that I have on my eyes right now. Let me just say, I'm feeling myself with this look. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, your girl is feeling herself with this look, okay? I have kind of been wanting to film a look with a bold blue eyeshadow for a hot minute now, and I recently came across this picture on Instagram. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but it is a picture of PATRICKSTARRR, and he is wearing his spring collection that he did in collaboration with MAC Cosmetics. And when I saw that picture, I was like, I have to recreate that. It is so beautiful. I love the blue. I love the pink that he has in the crease. I love the bold fuchsia lip. I just love the whole situation. So I wanted to recreate it for you guys today. Now, I did not get my hands on any of the actual products from the PATRICKSTARRR collection. I know it just recently launched, so I do not have any of those products as of right now. So I am going to be recreating this look using all products that I already had in my collection and some products that you guys may already have in your collection as well, and just showing you guys how you can take what you already have and use it to create the looks that you see on Instagram, that you see on YouTube, and you don't necessarily have to have the exact same products, because I literally don't have any of the products that he used for his look, but I feel like I did a pretty bomb job, if I do say so myself. So yeah, I'm going to be showing you guys how to recreate this look, and that's pretty much all that I have for this intro. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you do, and if you would like to see how I created this look, then please keep watching. So jumping right in with the eyes, as you can see, I have already primed my eyes. I did that off camera. And then I'm going to be jumping into the My Little Pony palette by ColourPop. I actually got this in my April BoxyCharm, which I was low-key shook, but this palette is gorgeous. And the very first shade that I'm picking up is the shade Applejack, which is a matte peachy shade. And I'm just buffing this back and forth in the crease as my transition shade. Next up, I'm going into the shade Flutterby, and this shade is a mauve-y, yeah, pretty much just a mauve-y matte shade. I'm taking the same exact brush, which is this fluffy blending brush by Morphe, and I'm applying that a little bit lower in the crease than I applied the transition shade, and I'm also starting to work this into the outer corner or the outer V. And this is just going to start to lay the foundation for the next shadow that I'm applying, which is the shade Sky Dancer. This one is a little bit of a deeper mauve shade, kind of more on the purple side, just a little bit more purple than mauve. I'm picking this up on a more tapered blending brush, and as you can see, I am very gently and very carefully applying this into the crease, taking my time, really buffing and blending this out, starting with a little bit of product and then building it up. And then once I have it applied, I'm going to go in and buff everything out with the original blending brush. The key with this is that you really want a nice smooth gradient of all the shades, so you want to make sure that you take your time with the blending and, you know, just make it look nice and seamless. So next up, I'm going to cut my crease with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I really like using this because it's really easy to work with, and it helps the shadows to show up really nice and pigmented. So I'm just applying this with a flat shader brush, cutting my crease and buffing it out or blending it out with my finger. And then once I have that applied, I'm going to go in with the blue eyeshadow. So I'm going to be using the Masquerade palette by Juvia's Place. And the first shade that I'm picking up is the shade Dahlia, which is a really beautiful, vibrant blue. So I'm taking another flat shader brush and I'm just going to be packing the shadow onto the lid. As you can see, I am using packing or patting motions. I'm not swiping or anything like that. I really want to get the most out of the pigmentation of this shadow. So I'm just pressing the shadow onto the lid and really building it up. Now once I got this shadow applied, I did realize it was a little bit more vibrant than I expected. So I pulled out another Juvia's Place palette. This one is the Nubian 2, and I'm going in with the shade Cleopatra, which is a little bit of a deeper navy, kind of royal blue shade. And this, mixed with the other blue, really gave me that vibrant blue that I feel like PATRICKSTARRR had on his eyes. And then after that, I'm jumping back to the Masquerade palette and I'm picking up the shade Zobo, and I'm picking this up on a really teeny tiny blending brush, and I'm going to be using this to really cut the crease just a little bit more to make it look a little bit more dramatic, because I kind of wanted a pretty dramatic looking cut crease for this look. So I'm using this really tiny brush to really buff and blend that color, and then I'm going back in with a couple of the transition shades that we used in the beginning and just using that to buff and blend out all of the shadows and create a really nice gradient up to the brow bone. So next up, I'm going back to the Nubian 2. I know I'm jumping back and forth between these palettes, but your girl had to make it work. So I'm picking up the shade Jezebel, which is kind of like a purplish pink kind of color, and this is going to go on the outer V. So as you can see, I am patting and packing that color, not doing too much swiping again, just really packing on the pigmentation and then blending out the crease once again. The key to this look really is in the blending, so trust me, you can't do too much of it. So next up, I'm going to apply my liner, lashes, and face makeup off camera, and hunty, this is when it's going to come together. Yes! So next up for the eyes, I'm going in with a brown eyeliner. In the picture, it looked like his eyeliner was not black, so I decided to go with this brown one from Urban Decay, and I'm going to buff and smoke that out with a flat definer brush before I go in with shadows. And I'm basically going to use the same eyeshadows that I used on the lid and the crease on my lower lash line. So first I'm starting off with that lighter mauve-y shade that we use as the transition color, buffing that into that liner on the lower lash line. And then I'm going to go in with that darker mauve-y purple shade, and I'm just going to buff that right on top. And then I'm also going to apply the blue eyeshadow as well, and I did just use the Cleopatra shade. I didn't mix the two of the blues together, but I'm going to apply this right up against my lower lash line and really kind of buff and blend that into the pink shadow. And then last but not least, you guys know we have to hit our inner corner with a little highlight. So I'm going to be using the shade Firefly, which is a beautiful iridescent kind of icy type shade. It has some reflex of blue in it. It's a really beautiful color. So I did go ahead and apply some mascara on my lower lashes, and then we're moving on to contour. So for my contour, I'm using the Morphe Bronzer in the shade Celebutante. I did film a full review on these new Bronzers, so I will link that for you guys if you're interested in, you know, knowing a little bit more about how they work. And then for blush, I'm using a blush from Sigma in the shade Cor de Rosa. This is one of my favorite blushes from them. It's a beautiful mauve tone shade, which I thought went perfectly with this look. And then for highlight, I'm going in with a highlighter from Lancome. It's like a peachy highlight. I don't remember the exact shade, but as you can see, it is gorgeous. I will have all the products listed for you guys down below. And then right on top of that, because I'm a little bit extra, I decided to go in with the Anastasia x Amrezy highlighter. And I just applied that right on top for a little extra, you know, little pop for the highlight. And then to set everything in place, I'm going in with the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray and just lathering my whole entire face with that, locking it all in place. And then for lips, I'm first going to line them with this lip liner. This is by Milani in the shade Fuchsia. And I'm just going to pretty much outline the perimeter of my lips. I'm not going to fill them in or anything. So, you know, just typical lip line and nothing special. And then once I have them lined, I'm going to go in with this Milani lipstick in the shade Power Pink. I had to think about it for a second. It is in the shade Power Pink. And I'm just going to apply that all over my lips and just fill in right inside of that lip liner. And then after that, I'm going in with this High Shine Lip Gloss by Urban Decay. And I'm just going to apply that right on top for a really beautiful, hot pink glossy lip. So this is the finished look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this MAC x Patrick Starr inspired makeup tutorial. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you are not already subscribed. And let me know what you guys would like to see next on my channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.